Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're out here at Timmons Park to finally play the redesign. I originally wasn't planning on making a full video just dedicated to the redesign because it really only affects like 6 holes, I believe, out here. But the reason I wanted to do that is because during the Hub City Amateur Championships, we got a water bottle that has a bunch of stickers with it that show, I believe it's, what was it, like the top 40 courses in South Carolina. So I went ahead and put all the stickers on my water bottle for the courses that I've played on the channel. And as you can see right here, this is what's left over. So honestly, that feels just unacceptable for me to not have a majority of the best courses in South Carolina on the channel. So I want to turn this into kind of a series. I don't really want to turn this into something super serious. Like, I'm not trying to have a schedule like once a month I'm going to hit one of these courses up, something like that, because the majority of these courses are over an hour away. So not expecting anything like that, but I do want to make a goal to like just try and get out to some of these courses and actually film some rounds at them. And some of them I have featured on the channel, like this course I've played on the channel a couple times. Langley Pond was another one that I did the front 9 on my channel and the back 9 on Cam's channel. But I want to have a full video of me playing the entire course on this channel before I'm going to put that sticker on my water bottle. I figured this would be a good place to start. Go ahead and knock out Timmons. I can play this one fast, and this one's the closest to my house. So we'll go ahead and get this one knocked out. But y'all let me know what other courses you want me to hit up on this list. But let's go ahead and get in the round and show off the new course. All right, guys, for hole 1, we got a par 3, 264 feet. Basket's up here tucked off to the left. Biggest thing to pay attention to, we've got the OB Creek on the left, like 2 feet left of the basket. So I want to make sure we land on the right side of the basket. One thing I did forget to mention in the intro, though, is I believe every hole out here got a new tee pad, and these things are so nice. That's one of the best parts about the redesign, was like they just gave all these holes such nice tee pads. But I'm gonna go with my 2 redemptions, a little bit of hyzer out to the right. Try and go either just in front of or behind this tree right here. And go for 2 off the first tee as well. That's in the creek. Oh boy, already gonna be wet. Let's get behind it. A little long. Oh, that filtered down though. I should have a putt. There we go. All right, guys, for hole 2, we got a par 3. There's no T sound up here for some reason, but I think it's like 150 feet, something like that. You can see the basket straight ahead. Biggest thing to pay attention to, though, is the OB Creek directly behind the basket. So I like to go with the overstable approach disc out to the right on the backhand. Let the overstability filter back to the left. And hopefully just kind of land short and kind of scoot up to it. But just got to make sure coming to this green soft, no skips, nothing, because there's tons of roots down there that'll make your disc stand up and roll in the creek. That's in the creek. Hit the tree, please. Nope, that's wet. Okay, so it looks like I went out just in front of this tree, so give myself right about here. It's always hard to tell where exactly to take your meter from on this hole, but I'll say right there. All right, guys, now we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 220 feet. This is the first hole that was changed. Same tee pad, but now we can actually see the basket. It's elevated basket that they moved probably 40 feet to the right. I'm going to go with the understable mid-range, just trying to throw straight at it. It's going really far uphill, so this should kind of make this disc hold straight. Just got to make sure to give it the right amount of height. That's not the right amount of height. I'm probably just have a little approach shot in the green from there. Who knows? I might have gotten far enough up there for a putt. Well, I did get myself up here for a putt, but this will just be a layup. There's no way I'm running this. I don't even know if I could get a putter pin or high enough to actually go in on this basket from here. So. There we go. All right, guys, for hole 4, we got a par 3. I think this one's a little over 300 feet. This is the first brand new hole we've run into. This one you want to throw kind of like a gentle flex shot, something you can throw out to the left that'll just kind of gently turn right, not even that much, but then have an overstable finish near the end. I've been liking the straight fairway driver, so that's what I'm going to go with today, with the domey orange arc. Just trying to throw this flat. The trees on the left, it should bend and then have that overstable finish for me. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, it faded out faster than I thought it would. Okay, I still pin high, and it'll give me like a 30-foot, probably a death putt, but it's a putt. Okay, so I ended up going a little bit farther than I thought. The arc might be a little bit too much disc for this hole, because I'm closer to hole 6 basket than I am the basket I'm supposed to be playing to. But there's absolutely nothing behind the basket, so this is going to be a death putt. And we've got like a tail right to left wind, so that should kind of help. But let's go ahead and run it. Ah, oh, dang it. Need to put it a little out to the right. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 3, about 280 feet, I think. This is the other brand new hole to the course. This one's pretty interesting because this one brings in a lot more OB, at least compared to the rest of the course. Because you've got OB lining the left side of the fairway, marked by the creek, and then you've got OB long of the basket and to the right of the basket, kind of. But I like to go with just a straight throwing putter, give it a good amount of height, just let it push all the way down there. Because even with the basket being slightly tucked off to the left, if you throw it just dead straight, you're going to end up like a 15, 20 footer. And just having anything that's that overstable is going to bring in the OB on the left. There is OB long that I could get to, but it's more likely that I would run into the OB going something more overstable than going straight at it. So, let's see what we can do. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, never mind. I don't like it anymore. Okay, so that might have actually been a really good kick, because there's a chance it could have gone out of bounds long. So in the future, I might need to go with something a little bit slower, like a Waymaker instead of a Covenant. But from here, I'm going to have to do a little force over putt. Let's see. I do have a little stabby putt through here, but there ain't no way I'm going to get that to work. So give this a shot. Ah, dang. All right, guys. Now we're on hole 6, aka the chin diaper hole. This one's a par 3 at 234 feet. Basket's up here, tucked slightly off to the left. Biggest thing to pay attention to is the basket's on the slope that moves from left to right, down towards the OB Creek. So I like to go with the overstable mid-range, just really just straight through this gap. And as long as you get through the gap, you're going to filter off to the left and should get you within the circle. I like that a lot. Just get left. Yeah, that should be, I don't want to say parked, but I feel like that should be parked. Okay, so I was parked, and man, I probably gave it a little bit of an ace run, at least. But one thing I did forget to mention also at the beginning of the videos, I forgot they added a lot of mulch into some of these greens, because I know this one was really, really bad for a while with just roots and being all dried up. So you could throw a shot like mine. Sometimes it would come in, land like this. Other times it was hit a root, skip, and roll down to the bottom of the hill. Or I've even done that and rolled into the creek and gone out of bounds. So this was another great change. I don't remember if they did this on. I think they did this on hole 8 as well, but I don't remember if they did this on any other hole or not. Another feature I forgot to mention is the fact that they had these stairs in. They had them here. They had them on hole 8. I think they added them on hole 17. And there's probably some other places I'm forgetting, but these are really nice, especially considering like whenever it was raining out here or anytime there's just bad conditions, muddy conditions, this hill is very dangerous. So I'm very glad we've got these in now. And I'll make sure to keep an eye out for the rest of them, or I'll probably go ahead and just take pictures of them and put them up on the screen, the rest of the stairs. All right, guys, for hole 7, we got a par 3, 212 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. Best play on this one is just going to be a wide hyzer with some kind of overstable, not very glidey putter. I'm trying to decide if I want to go Waymaker or Pillar on this one. I think I'll go with the Pillar because there is OB just behind the basket. So I don't really want to go with anything that might challenge that at all. I just want to land the little bowl that's like right in front of the basket, scoot up to it, give myself an easy birdie putt. Like that. Oh yeah, it's parked. All right, guys, for hole 8. This one's a par 3. Used to be 190 feet, but now I think it's like probably 220, maybe a little bit farther than that. This is another pin placement that got changed in the redesign where they just took the basket and pushed it back. I would say 30 feet, maybe something like that. I'm trying to remember what I did on this hole when I played it last. I think I'm going to go out to the right with overstable mid, try and kind of throw it into the side of the hill, hopefully get to scoot up closer to the basket. I'm going to go with, I was going to go with my straighter redemption, but I think I'll go with my more stable redemption. I'm throwing it good too. Oh. Go in. Ooh. Okay. Threw it a little too straight at the basket, so it filtered down the hill, but that should still be a putt, I think. Get there. Ah, dang it. All right, guys, for hole 9, got a par 3, 179 feet. Basket's right there. You can go straight to the basket if you want to, but the main line is a forehand down the left side, something really overstable. Hopefully have it skip back to the right near the end. But main thing you don't want to do is just hit anything, because any tree you hit is pretty much going to be a guaranteed take left, which will be out of bounds in the creek. So really just got to focus up, hit this gap, get out of here with the birdie. Whew, okay. Got just in front of that tree. I didn't see it skip up, so it might be a little long, but it's a birdie putt. All right, guys, we're on hole 10. This one's a par 3, about 280 feet. This is the last change to the course from the redesign, aside from like small tee pad adjustments, because this basket used to be up on the hill, up way off to the left. Now they brought it down a little off to the right, if anything. So this plays a lot better for just a forehand hyzer if you've got it, but I don't. So we're gonna try a backhand turnover. Main thing is you want this to push straight a long time, because you do have the OB creek on the right, which will come into play. So I'm going to go with just a slightly understable mid-range. Just try and get this out there and give myself an easy up and down for par. I don't remember exactly where the basket is, so I don't really feel like getting too aggressive and trying to get a birdie. Oh, I thought I hit that tree for a second. That should be good. Okay, so we did get a good roll. Got down here to where, yeah, I'm probably just inside circle 1. This worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Honestly, I was thinking you had to throw the forehand in order to give yourself a putt, but it's not bad at all. Our putting slightly downhill, so you know, aim a little bit farther right than I think I need to. just too high. All right, guys, for hole 11, we got a par 3, 322 feet. You see the basket straight ahead up on the hill. This one, you got to go something a little bit faster than you think you need to. I'm going to go with my straight arc. Just trying to straight at the basket pretty much. Main thing is just trying to give it a good amount of height so that way it can kind of penetrate up the hill near the end of its flight. But as long as I don't end up shanking this out of bounds, I'll be perfectly happy with this. Like that. Wow. Oh, sit down. Uh-oh. It might have just hit on the side of the hill and rolled out of bounds. We'll see. All right, well, hopefully y'all can hear me from there. But I'm in this tall grass right here, which I don't know if it's considered inbounds or not. I'm just going to play, like I said, on the tee, the creek, which it's not in the creek, but I think during tournaments or anything else like that, this would be considered out of bounds. Ooh. I tried to run that. So, all right, guys, for hole 12, we got a par 3, 275 feet. Basket's down here tucked off to the left. And this is the last hole I would say has any change to it at all, or at least significant change, because this tee pad used to be right up in here. And if you did a full run up, I always felt like I was going to smack my hand against this tree. What they did is they brought this tee pad up or back just a little bit. So now I don't feel like I'm going to hit these trees. And honestly, if this was the only change made to the course, I would be extremely happy. Because now I don't feel like I have to worry about running up on this hole as much. It was a similar thing on hole 10 as well. But I'm just going to go with my Samson, throw it through this gap. Hopefully have it filter off to the left and skip a little bit. Biggest thing to pay attention to once you get through that gap is going long into the creek that's down there. Very easy to do. Even if you throw like something slow, like a putter, you can get down there. So I'm going to just go with something really overstable. Let's see if that works. It's just too high. Okay. I think it's a little short, but that's down there for a putt. So be curious to see what that is, because that might be the play from now on. Okay, so I was wrong. Samson's not even really that short. You got me way down here. I'm definitely going with this next time I play this hole. All right, guys, for hole 13, we got a par 3, 305.5 feet. Basket is up here way off to the right. This is a pretty difficult hole to get the birdie on just because of how far uphill we're going and how far you need to push the disc forward before it fades off to the right. Because the shape for this one would be a forehand, but you need like a 350-ish foot forehand to get all the way up there, or at least to park it. And I don't have that. So I'm going to try to turn over with the ambush. I haven't thrown this disc enough to be really comfortable with this shot. I don't know the exact angle I need to put this on, so this will be interesting. Main thing is just I don't want to go out of bounds in the road. So let's just not do that. Okay, that's fine. It's short. I have like 80-foot approach shot from there. All right, guys, hole 14, par 3, 160 feet. Basket's right there. It's pretty much a mandatory ace run. It's only 160 feet, and the basket has a backdrop right behind it. Even if you ace run it and miss it, you're still going to be right there at the basket. So no reason not to ace run it. I'm going to do it right here, the Waymaker. Just got to give it the height. Nah, that's too far to the right. Oh, I had such good height though. Okay, so I ace ran this a little too hard. Left myself with my worst type of putt. Slightly downhill putts. Still got to get it there. Oh, I thought I did it, but I knew putting like that, I'm going to have to put it high in the chains for my type of putt. That's still really annoying. All right, guys, for hole 15, got a par 3, 243 feet. Basket straight ahead on the other side of this hill. This is another tee pad I forgot that needed a little bit of a change because I think this one was sloped up and it was tilted to the right as well. So it felt kind of awkward to throw from it, but now got it to where it's perfectly flat. So this is another great change, but I'm just going to take a redemption, throw it straight at the basket, or at least where I think it is, and hope for the best. Yank that a little bit. Come on. Uh-oh. I also threw that way too far. Okay, so I don't know how I got here. I thought I hit those trees, but somehow I ended up back here and have a wide open putt. I guess I hit these branches maybe? I don't know. But I didn't know they elevated this basket. It's a pretty cool change. This must have been newer. I keep saying new as if the redesign was recent. I'm pretty sure it's been a few months now, so I'm sure they've had plenty of time to elevate a basket, but it's a cool change. Let's go make this. Nice. All right, guys, for hole 16, got a par 3, 212 feet. Basket's down here, tucked slightly off to the right. Biggest thing to pay attention to is the hill we're throwing on is sloping from right to left. So it makes the shot a little bit trickier, especially once you start to consider ground play, because the obvious play for me is a backhand turnover, but I need to throw something that'll turn and then come back out at the end so that way it matches the slope of the hill. Otherwise, I could cut roll down the hill or do something crazy like that. But if you're throwing a forehand, you're pretty much just chunking it and hoping for the best because you're always going to be coming in on the opposite angle of the slope. So I like the backhand more. It feels a little bit safer, easier to be a little bit touchier with it. Neither play feels great though, unfortunately. Oh, hold that. Hold it. Oh, I didn't even think about that tree. Shoot. I should be able to get it down from there. Oh, I would square that tree. And there it goes. Still going. Okay, finally stopped. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with a wide angle shot because any other angle I try and use is gonna just point y'all directly into the sun. So this is the best we got, but at least from down here, I can give it a little bit of a bid, try and save my par. Oh, come on, that's perfect. Oh, just short of it. I was half expecting to miss that. This is really awkward to do with a 6-foot tripod. All right, guys, for hole 17, got a par 3, 215 feet. Basket is right there. We're going way downhill. Like I've seen people jump putt off this tee and go long of the basket. So it requires a very touchy shot. I'm gonna go with this slightly flippy putter, just straight at it. Try to take some spin off of it, just try and get the nose down. It just fly dead straight. It flew dead straight while I was in the air at least. Dadgummit, I gotta throw that again. There's the still very high because that's going to be like 30 feet past the basket, but that's the shot I wanted to throw. There we go. Okay, so luckily I made it far enough down here to where I can just jump putt up, but still got a gap to hit. Oh, great skip. All right, guys, on hole 18, final hole of the video. This one is a par 3, 372.5 feet. Basket is straight ahead. Biggest thing to pay attention to is the OB on the right. This is a nice hole to finish off the round on because you get to really just rip into a drive after you've been playing some really short and technical shots. It's nice to just be able to rip on something. I'm going to throw 2 shots. I'm going to go with my flippier pink Rapture first, and then we'll try the slingshot. Ah, dang it. The thing has gotten so flippy on me. It's crazy. I don't expect that thing to flip like that. See, this one should be a little bit more stable than I think it's going to be. This is a new one. We'll never know. I didn't hit anything either. That's going to be on hole 10's fairway. I was just joking about the slingshot being on hole 10's fairway, but it was actually like in the circle, funnily enough. But I think this is about where the whatever it is, Redemption went out. I think. I don't know. It was in this pool of water right here, so close enough, I guess. But let's go ahead and throw it in, save our par. Oh, almost. Alright guys, that finishes up our round out here at the Redesign Timmons. Sorry again that it took me so long to get out here and play this, because yeah, there definitely were more changes out here than I remember there being, and they did a really great job. Like, even like the small, like slight inconveniences that I was talking about with some of the tee pads, some of the problems you would deal with flow on the course, this redesign really just took care of all that stuff and really made this course about as good as you could without just uprooting everything and starting from scratch, I think. And I'm trying to think of other suggestions I can make, but I really don't have any. Like, every problem I've ever had with this course has been taken care of by this redesign, so I'm very happy with all the work they've done. But moving forward in this series, like I said at the beginning, I don't really know how consistently I'm going to be able to get out to some of these courses, because like some of them are going to be 3, 4, 5 hour drives for me to get to them. So we're just gonna have to see. But y'all let me know which courses y'all want me to go to next. I am going down to Aiken to visit with some family, and I might be able to get around in at Langley. So that might be the next video in the series. No promises though. Yeah, guys, this should be a ton of fun. I think something I noticed when I was making all the practice round videos is how much I really did miss making like course review style videos. I hadn't really done one in a while, and like doing disc reviews are fun. The only problem is I'm playing the same courses over and over and over again. It just gets boring. So doing something like this hopefully will get me started back up doing more course reviews, more stuff like that. So if that's what you want to see, let me know in the comments as well. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a good one.